want to be confident, here's my attempt at a stepwise guide on how you can be more confident. You can probably do these things, and they will really help you psychologically in becoming a more confident person. Firstly, I feel we all love ourselves, and it's important to love ourselves. If we didn't love ourselves when a ball is thrown at us, we wouldn't hide for cover. If we didn't love ourselves when we are allowed someone, we wouldn't duck for cover. So we all love ourselves, understand that. Even people who are depressed and hate themselves or think they hate themselves somewhere love themselves. It is our need to be alive and awake on this earth that propels us forward and makes us do things. If you really don't love yourself, then why are you eating that food today? If you really hated yourself, you'd probably not be doing that, right? So understand and accept the fact that you love yourself. By understanding and accepting yourself as to how you are, you'll be in a much better, much nicer scenario. You'll be able to appreciate the nuances of what I'm trying to get at, which is confidence. Once you understand and accept yourself, you can definitely feel free to let go of things which are not necessarily real or genuine about yourself. For example, if somebody asks you how much money you made last month, and you really made 70,000 rupees, and you are going to make 18,000 rupees, let's say tomorrow, you shouldn't say I made 88,000 rupees. You should probably say I made about 70,000 rupees, you know? So stop exaggerating, stop labeling things, and stop saying things to your friends and to yourself just to look good to yourself, and stop flexing and stop lying because exaggerators are liars. I remember this friend of mine actually taught me this about myself. Like, for example, I would come to him and I'd be like, you know what, dude, today I did 380, 400 push ups. And he'd be like, dude, did you do 400 push-ups? And I'll be like, yeah, I did. In my brain, I know I did probably 344. Okay. But to appear cool and, I probably would say something like I did 400 push-ups. And he would call me out on my BS. And then I would say something like, like let's say we were in college and I was like, okay, this is the number of girls I have, kissed, for example. This is when I was 20. I'd be like, and he'd be like, is it really this much? And I would realize that I'm probably lying by about 40, 50% just because I'm seeking his acceptance. So I do know this about myself. I also often do it. I often over exaggerate things about myself. And because I have an ego and I'm a bit vain, I do overestimate my own self worth, you know. And I do that, especially on my YouTube channel, quite often. So I'm also part of that. But what does that lie do? A lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. So what does that lie do? Somewhere it takes away from my confidence in myself because I'm not confident in being the person I intend to be. I'm not confident in being myself. I'm not comfortable in my own skin. I'm hurting somewhere. That's why I'm using these exaggerated frames of references. So it is very important to be true to yourself and to be true to others. That is a very key element in what I understand of confidence. Once you are true to yourself and completely unapologetic, I think it will really help you. Now, people often ask me my height, and I say 5'8". But men who are much shorter than me, if you ask them their height, they say things like they are 5'9". And I'm like, okay. And so shorter men often do this. Men who are like, I'm average height, come on, okay. But men who are shorter than me, they often do things like this. And men who are taller than me also exaggerate about their height. There are men who are like 5'10" and a half, and they would be like, we are 6'1". If they stop this exaggeration game and trying to get acceptance from others, I think it'll really help their cause, you know. So exaggeration should go out of the window, and you should completely be the most original, authentic version of yourself. Um, if you don't have much of a sense of humor, I suggest you try being honest about things, and trust me, it'll really add to your sense of humor. For example, I was once at a party when I was very young, and somebody asked me what I do for a living, and I said I do nothing. I live with my parents and I do nothing. I eat off my dad. He has sponsored my life. And obviously, this is very wild and it's very pointed, and it's not a good way to impress a girl or anything like that. But I would say things like that. You know, it's another story about what happened, but I respected myself in that moment because I said, what is my truth? And even though it didn't work with her, I didn't really manage to impress her, because she just laughed in my face and she laughed about me to other people. I didn't care, you know. I'm just geeky like that. So I don't know. I'm taking all of these examples from my past. I don't like to do that also. I feel if you are truly want to be confident, you should not have an old photograph of yourself on WhatsApp, your Google photographs. It should be a most new photograph. I don't like to put throwback pictures a lot because, in a certain sense, I'm trying to show the world, look, man, I used to be so much cooler. You should be the best version of yourself that you are right now. And how do you be the best version of yourself, which will eventually help you in confidence, is by being truthful to yourself, is by being more forthcoming, is by being more independent, a thinker. Stop trying to impress others by overestimating the facts of any case. And I think the cows will come home in your life. How do I get more confidence? I get more confidence by working on myself every day. I'll read a book. I will try to, listen to a podcast. My brain is saying, oh man, you should just go and not go to work today. But no, I will go to work today. And by having a routine, I think it really instills a sense of discipline in you, which can again help you respect your backbone more. Once you respect your backbone and what you stand for, your anger, your arrogance, your ego, your vanity, it is all justified. Many people think it is wrong to be egoic. Many people think it is wrong to be vain. Why not? You should love yourself and you should have no apologies about loving yourself. That is where confidence comes from. And humility is not something which is an essential to confidence. It is not, I'm sorry to say. I mean, I understand I'm getting older in life and I'm getting through in years, but always being humble, it's not good. Like, why should I be humble? I'm not that great. I'm just as human as any of you, and I'm confident about it. I get very intense sometimes, and I also get to the point so intense that I genuinely get angry. So I'm kind of afraid of my anger. I Some of my passwords are like patience because that's something which I really want in life. And I want to be more patient. I shouldn't have said that. But hey, man, even if you take away everything that I own, I will probably somehow come back. I'll still have you guys here, right? Watching. How else does one get more confident? Of course, you can work on your mind, you can work on your body, you can work on your relationships, you can work on your friendships. Call a friend who has been down and ask them how they are doing. By asking them how they are doing, when nobody else is caring, really listen to them and don't wait for them to finish speaking. Keep listening. Ask them how they are, ask them how their parents are, ask them how the world is, you know. Things like this will make you like yourself more, and eventually it's all a build up towards your own company. Imagine if yourself as a company, you will have more stock in that company if you build more goodwill, build a better future, and all that. Anyways, I don't want to blabber now, so I'm out. This was a quick take on what I think can add to your confidence. Peace.